This is one of the oldest dealers in town. Has been here for 80 years. Changed location 3 times, but as a heritage, historically, it's an important dealership in Miami. You can go Google LP Evans, for how long LP Evans has been in business, becoming Mercedes-Benz of Miami. So if they go writing what we do, if we kept the car, it's because it's worth keeping it. We do not keep bad cars.
Right.
There are lots of companies that do that, like offlease.com. They specialize in buying damaged cars and selling them to you for $5,000 to $10,000 cheaper, and that's how they get you, telling you that it's a clean car. If you have a problem, go to the dealer, then you come here and we tell you that the warranty is voided.
Right.
It was parked in a swimming pool for a while. So.
Wow.
But it's a major difference buying a Mercedes from a Mercedes dealer or buying it from somewhere else.
Right.
Like every brand.
Right. The one thing that well, okay. Yeah, I test drove one the other day.
Yeah.
And same model, didn't have the push button start, so it was a little features that were lacking. Right.
They all have it standard.
They all have the push button standard? Well, somehow that car didn't have it. It was a 2014. I don't know how.
The guy didn't know.
Okay, okay. I don't think it's turned on.
Oh, okay.
I know that they have a feature where it'll, whenever you go around curves, it'll hug you and pull you back. Yep. Yeah, we turned on the feature, Michelle.
Yeah, now you feel.
Yeah.
So if it has a start with the key.
It's an amazing car for many, many reasons. It's made of high-strength light alloy, the same material a Boeing airplane is made of. It has 75% metal components, unlike all the other cars that are copying this car, and they use recycled materials. Mercedes doesn't do that. The rear wheels are attached to the car with a 5R multi-link suspension, so all the other cars have 3. It absorbs better the impact, the shocks. It's a lot to know about the car. Besides being pretty, it's a very well-made car. Just about everybody in the parking lot is paying money to Mercedes for using everything Mercedes invented during the last 100 years. Watch the turning radius. This car is huge and it turns on a dime.
That's pretty impressive.
You don't need to go back and forth and back and forth and back and forth. Yeah.
That's pretty impressive.
It parks by itself. When you see that P there, it means it's looking for a parking spot if it's at speeds of below 25 miles per hour. So it has to be lateral park, like where this F-150 is parked. If it was a spot here, the car would park there by itself. It does not forward or backing in, that doesn't do, but it has a, look at this, so this is a spot right here. Well, I wouldn't call it will recognize that spot right there. So if I pass this area, I'm just passing it here, and I'm gonna put it in reverse now. So the car goes in reverse. I didn't do it for long enough, or it's not recognizing it as a... It needs to be a better spot. There's the other spots. Let's see here. Most people are always parked like that. If you go in South Beach, for instance, that's a good example. Cars are parked one behind another. You have a spot like you would see right there, but that spot is not good enough. It's not gonna let it do it there because the cars are not parked. If I put it in reverse right now, you see, it's a 360 camera, how it does it. So I start reversing, but it's not engaging because the camera did not read that. It did not read that.
So it's not enough space.
It's not enough space. It's not the right type of space where it can park by itself. Normally you would see the steering wheel going like this and it would park it by itself, but it has the package that gives you the 360 camera. That is not standard. It's part of the premium package, especially the parking feature as well. It's a cool thing. I mean, it's not.
Oh yeah, I think it's awesome.
Yeah.
I was about to be saying, I'm sold. And once it parked itself.
Look at the wipers when I push the button for the water. See what happens. You don't see the water jumping from the hood. It's inside the wipers. Pay attention to the wipers.
Coming out.
So it's a seamless wipe. It's a perfect wipe.
Nice.
Yeah. You see this? How it showed me that it parks. So now that I passed it, I'm gonna put in reverse now. It caught it when we went that way, front ways. Man, there's a car behind us. Sorry about that.
There's a car coming
it's difficult. This is one hard feature to demonstrate when you're in traffic, and very rarely you find that type of a. So you see these two cars how they are here.
Yeah.
So
are we wide enough? I mean, are we small? Not
you
wide.
see this? It gave me an arrow next to the P. So now I'm gonna put in reverse. What should happen? Start park assist, yes or no? You say yeah, you put okay. So there we go. Please assist. Watch the steering wheel. Yeah.
Wow.
Watch the camera, watch the mirrors. You should be always in control. You're still the driver. Don't lose your instincts over this toy. But it is a magnificent toy. Some people would be scared to death to squeeze a car in here. So I'm still controlling the brake. I don't have to, but I don't want to lose my instinct. So my foot is on the brake. It is plenty of space behind the car. Look at the red line. The red line shows you how far you are from the other car. So park assist active, select drive. So I'm gonna select drive. Look at the steering wheel, what it's doing all by itself. So I'm parked. Look at this. Boom.
Wow.
So I'm gonna show him the complete thing. Come outside the car now. This is how accurate it is. You're in a big city, you're in Miami, you're in Chicago, you're in New York City, you find a spot. It could have been a lot tighter than that. It could have been half of those spaces on the back and in the front. If you had half of that, it would have still done it.
Wow.
Yeah.
So
The steering wheel at any time.
I'm gonna say something. It parked itself. I am impressed. So it turned the steering wheel and everything. So, and this is the clearance that it had. It parked in there, and it's the clearance it has. So that's very, very impressive. Too small. Yeah, personally, I wouldn't have tried to park there on my own. So I thought it was like not wide enough.
450 horses. Tremendous machine. I wish I could afford this, man. I've been driving E-classes forever, for the last 20 years almost. Although I work here, not an easy car to buy, very. But if he likes performance, he'll love this car. It feels like it's very light, very easy to drive.
It does
Although
feel
it's a big heavy car, 5,000 pounds. Do you want to drive it?
Yes, I would like to drive it. So, I didn't get on camera, but the maintenance, you said, it's just an oil change? Is that what the maintenance, you said yearly maintenance is? Or do they bring it in for some inspection?
1 year you have to change the oil and the oil filter. In the second year you have to also change the air filter. Every 20,000 miles it's recommendable to change the air filter. Some people do it every 40. It's really gonna come up to you, the driver. We recommend 20, so the air filter stays cleaner, you know, for filtering.